Hey mate, do us a favour. Sell us your skidamadidders on your undie badundies. Right. Mandingo. So welcome back to the Blot Outdoor Show, Mandingos, and thank you for joining me on another Wednesday night wild camping. Absolutely beautiful up here in the amazing county of Northumberland. I'm going to do a camp. Well, I say a camp. I'm going to be spending the night, well, you'll see when we get there, in the smallest, tiniest tent you will ever see. Somebody might have done it already on YouTube, I don't know. But we're still going to have a laugh. Anyway, I'm heading to a place called Shafto Crags. I've camped there with little Mick. I think it was like nearly 4 years ago now. It was definitely over 3 years ago. But I'm camping in a different spot. This time I'm going to go down and round like a corner, and you come to like this cave area. So I'm going to set my gear up, the tiny tent up, inside the cave. I've got a nice steak to cook. Talking about having the tiniest tent, I've also got the tiniest little bottle of whiskey that you'll ever see. So we're going to do a cheeky little world famous whiskey review. I've got snacks and I've got loads of shite to talk about as usual, so come along Mandingos. This should be an absolutely spamtastic wild camp if you know exactly what I'm talking about. Come on then guys, I'll see you when we get to the cave. Howie. So here we are, guys. I'm at my little cave. This is my hotel room. Fuzzy night. Enjoying my first beer. Good old Jeff beer from Northern Spunk. Oh, sorry guys, I mean Northern Monk. Slip of the tongue. Heathen Club Hazy Pale Ale. Yes. I'm going to finish this Candingo first, and then I'll get the Torcheroonie on the top of my selfie stick, and I'll give you a quick look in. At the back there, I think somebody's been sleeping there. There's like firewood down there, and there's loads of like grass and bracken down there, so I think I'll use that for my boudoir for tonight. And it smells a bit funky as well. Smells like the back seat of Bonnie Blue's Bang Bus, if you know what I'm talking about. I hope there hasn't been people camping up on the top where little Mink, where me and Mick camped last time. I hope people haven't been coming down here and using it for an order toilet, if you know what I'm talking about. So yeah, I'm going to finish me Jeff, set me seat up, and I'll bring you legends back in a Winnie Mandela and a Father Doogleberry. Dice. Yes, my fan sexualities. Got the old Torcheroonie on, me selfie stick, the old Buzz Lightyear, enjoying a few shots of the good stuff. I was telling you, wasn't I, that someone's left some firewood down there, and you can see here where they've been having a little cheeky fire. I don't blame them. Nothing wrong with having a little cheeky fire inside a cave. Sitting there, there's an even better spot to sit up there, guys, and you can just look out and you can watch the sun go down. Don't let the sun go down on me. I am some boy George. Come on then, let's show you up here. This is where I'm going to sleep. Somebody's done the donkey work for us. Yeah, you can tell, can't you? Someone has definitely been doing a little bit of the old wild camping down there. Nice and soft. I mean, I'm not just going to lie down on top of this. I've got like me big old tarp to put down. Needs a good wash, like it's minging. Cheers, guys. Then I've got another tarp, a little tarp to put on top of that. Then I'm going to set up the smallest, tiniest tent you'll ever see. I can't quite fit in it. The whole of me body won't fit in, so like me legs and that's going to be hanging out. At least it'll keep like the spiders and shit off me face. Fingers crossed. So I brought me good quality no tent sleeping bag, so I'll be nice and warm all night long, in the famous words of Tony Blair. So yeah, I'll show you soon when I'm all set up. When I'm all set up. Oh, 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 oh. When I'm all set up. Oh, 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 full English breakfast on a slate. Oh. Hey God, I've only had 2 shots of whiskey and 1 little Candingo, so God knows what bullshit I'm going to come out with tonight. But that's what it's all about, guys. You know the score on the Blood Outdoor Show. We do this just for a laugh, and if any wipes don't like it, do one. So yeah, big graffiti in here. 2019 PP. There's an old one here. Fairly old, not ancient or anything. 1974. Mickey, little Mickey's been here. Yeah, so I'll show you up here as well. While I'm already recording, while I'm already showing you around, why not Ski Beat International Playboy Bunny Boiler? It's like a little mini cave in there. Look at that, man. Class. And it's taken me, what, no longer than an hour to drive here the day. So it just shows you, you don't have to be driving for hours and hours all through the night to find like an amazing camping spot. If you're lucky like me, where I live in the city of Sunderland. You're like a short drive from the Lake District, Yorkshire Dales, Northumberland, Scotland. Yeah, so tremendous. And it's Northumberland where we are tonight, guys. Just crack me second can dingo open, guys. Sierra Nevada, Mexico's finest IPA, tremendous. Just making a start on Camp Mandingo. Got the bigger tarp down on the bottom and like a smaller tarp on top of that. Yeah, just going to make it nice and comfy for the Mandingo. I'll bring you Roger Black when it's complete. Right. Wowza Woomy. Wowza Wayne. Oh. And Colin Mooney. That's got a bit of a kick to it. But I can't tell you where it is. Oh, I just can't. Oh, I just can't tell you. I just don't know. I don't know where it is, guys. And I'm telling the truth. No, I did tell you, didn't I, in a previous video? You know, because when I bring like a bottle of whiskey out, but it's always just like half full or less than half full, what I do is, before I leave the house and come camping, I get like an empty water bottle, and I pour half of the bottle into a plastic bottle, and I pour it in my fridge. So I've got like 8 or 9 of these. Mrs. Blott's been saying, when are you going to get them out of the fridge? They're taking them all around Dingo Mandingo, as they say in the gay bars of San Francisco and Brighton and Hove Albion. So, yeah, I've got quite a few little miniatures. I haven't got a little miniature. Ask Mrs. Blood, she'll tell you. Amazing. But, yeah, tonight, talking about a little miniature, and I'm not talking about little Mick. We are camping in the world's smallest tent ever, wild camped on YouTube. You know, it makes sense. And I'm also going to do a review on the world's smallest bottle of whiskey. I'll show you very soon. So it's the perfect chance tonight to get rid of one of these plastic bottles of whiskey that's in my fridge. I'm dying for a Slash Gordon now. I should have had a quick Jimmy Riddle before I press record on the old camaraderie, so we'll make this quick. We'll make it the old Jed Quigley, if you know what I'm talking about. Is it Jed Quigley or Jez Quigley? Can remember that from Coronation Street years ago. He was a right naughty boy, wasn't he? Yeah, so if this video does well, or if it belly flops, either way, Mrs. Blott's going to get praised, or she's going to get she's going to get criticised. Do you know why? The reason I came up with this idea to camp in that ridiculous tent, it's a cat tent. Wow. It's a cat tent. I was telling her where I was going to camp. Yeah, right. Oh, I was just saying I'm going to camp in this little cave. It's just so drive, just up Northumberland. Oh, and it's lovely. Oh, lovely. Yes, guys. And I said, I'm going to get nice and snug. There's no need for a tent. You couldn't put a tent up here anyway unless it was a freestanding one, because you kind of get the old Peggy Mitchells. Brr, brr, feed the pony. You kind of get the Peggy Mitchells in the ground. So, feed the pony. Yeah. So, I said I'm not even bothered about using the bivvy. It's just starting to get cold now, but it's not too cold. Plus, I've brought out me absolutely spamtastic no tent sleeping bag. So I said I'm going to put the tarp around the onzy bottom, few little chest warmers. Oh, yes. And just getting me good sleeping bag, get wrapped up. Happy dingleburgers, as they say at the burger vans of Belfast and Belarus. And Mrs. Blott just joked and she went, why don't you take the cat's tent? Well, we've got a cat called Sonny. She says, why don't you take Sonny's tent and just put your head in it? And it'll keep any bugs off you, or if there's any like dust falling down off the ceiling. Is it a ceiling? Oh. And I said, yeah, you'll ding dang do for me, Mrs. Blood Dingo. She said, I'm only joking. I said, no, that's a good idea. So there you go. That's why I'm doing it. So if this video is a massive success, yes, well done, Mrs. Blott. If this video belly flops, Mrs. Blott, oh, well, I order. It's your fault. Do you know what I mean? So there you go, guys. I didn't even come up with the idea. Mrs. Blott did. By accident. But still, she mentioned it first. Anyway, I'm going to get a Slash Gordon jukebox jury. I'm going to drain the lizard, the old Eddie Lizard. I'm going to bring you Roger Black, Jack Black, Cilla Black, Bert Bacharach, Fleetwood Mac, My Stinky Arse Crack, and Return of the Mac. Yes. I'll show you all my setup, all my food, all my drinks, all that shite. You know what I'm talking about, and you know it makes total sense. Lice cakes. Hey, you don't say that on Paul Mesner's channel, do you? Right on. Adrian, we did it. There you go, guys. That's the end of my second can. Time for me to show you my setup for tonight. As you can see, I'm sitting here on my Trekology chair. That's where my big, fat, hairy, stinking, honking, fat, sweaty arse is sitting there, guys. You know, I've already showed you. We're in the old cave of doom. That's my boudoir for tonight. Let's get this pop in the old bin diesel. Leave no Tracy Barlow and all that shite. So, I brought out 3 of them, and 3 of them, I've had 1 each so far. I don't even know if I'll drink everything that I've brought out tonight. But when it comes to food and drink, it's always better, I say, to bring out too much. If you don't use it all, you can always take it out on the next camp, as they say, in the Dudonsky bait. So I brought 3 of them out from Northern Spunk. Sorry, guys. Northern Monk, Heathen Club. And I brought 3 of Mexico's finest out. Sierra Nevada IPA. I've got a bottle of this Aldi red wine. I told you about this not so long ago. It's not the best. And I did clearly explain, didn't I? I'll make it quick this time. It's like going down on a dirty snatcheroo. You know, when you have the first couple of licks and you're like, oh, God, can I do it? And you've got to man up, guys. You've got to man up. If you want to do the dirty deed, you've got to get on with it, if you know what I'm talking about. And after 2 or 3 licks, or should I say 2 or 3 tastes, then it starts to taste a little bit better. You guys know exactly what I'm talking about. Come on, ladies. You've got to do better. You've got to do better with the old dirty snatcheroo. You know what I'm talking about. So I've got my plate there. The old pansexual. The old pansexual. Pansexual. Pansexuality. My tin of glass. First aid clit. Yes. You've got to bring the old Clitosaurus Rex out. Snacks. Did I say them already or did I not? We've got some jam tarts. We've got some beef. What's it called? Pastrami. The old beef curtains. I've got a corned beef video nasty. Pepperami. Jurgen Cloughy if I want one for Inzy Morgan Freeman's catalogue. For my main meal tonight, I've got a good old Raheem sirloin steak. Oh, yes. I'm definitely going to cook me food tonight, guys. And that's a guaranteed steak meal. You better believe it is. Raheem sirloin. Some baby new potatoes. It's them ones that come like in the plastic see-through packet. I've covered it up with tin foil because I've already cooked them. It said 6.5 Winnie Mandelas on the instructions for the microwave. So I put them in the microwave for 5 minutes. So a couple of minutes boiling in the old pan section, a little happy dingleberries. And I've also got some Diane, the old Diane Abbott sauce. I brought this out last week and I didn't use it. The only thing is, what I found is, I love Diane Abbott sauce. But once you've had a bit Diane Abbott, hold on. Once you've used the old Diane Abbott, you normally look down and you find out you've got the wrong shoes on, if you know what I'm talking about. So, there you go, guys. Wash this fucking Bonnie. Why she didn't blow Jeremy Corbyn off. Why is her horrible Marxist bastard? Right, come on then. Time for WILDCAMP Mandingo, if you know what I'm talking about. I've already showed you tarparoonie on the bottom and another tarparoonie. We've got some, I've already put a warm jacket on and my warm hat. Got another warm jacket on. I not need all these. Down trousers, down slippers, more warm hats. Oh, the Wasky, for the Wasky review. I said, didn't I? And you've known by the title of this video, the Tiny Tent WILDCAMP. My cat, Sonny, that's his tent. But we are also going to do the smallest ever Wasky review. I'll read the note first and then I'll show you the Wasky. To blot. Here is the world's smallest bottle of a Wasky. But remember, it's not the size, it's what you do with it that counts. I know all about that, my man friend. This is from Lloyd and Amy, my man-woman friend dingoes. I know all about that. Mrs. Blot always says to me, don't worry, man dingo, it's not the size, it's what you do with that counts. You know exactly what I'm talking about. So, this is what we've got. Look at that! Even little Mick would laugh at that. Can I just get it in the light? Good enough. The Dalmore. Can you see that, folks? The Dalmore single malt Scotch Wasky. Well, there's not much, but I will certainly do my best, even though I don't wear a vest, to do a world famous Wasky review. Yes, I think we'll manage. Anyway, seat to some air mat, foil mat gloss, me absolutely tremendous no tent sleeping bag. That is my best piece of kit. I will definitely be warm all night long, in the famous words of Cristiano Ronaldo and Lionel Messi. There you go. I'm talking too much shite already. I'm getting tongue twisted, as they say, in the Dudonsky beat and the mountain villages of Patagonia. So I think I've showed you everything. My fan sexualities. I think it's time for another drink, yeah. What am I going to have? A beer? A Wasky? I think I'll have both at exactly the same time. You know what I'm talking about. Right on. Let's have another can of Heathen Club Hazy Pale Ale. I've just had me beef pastrami and me corned beef video nasty. Yeah, so that's keeping me hungry. Sorry, it's keeping me from being hungry for like another hour. But I promise I will cook my Raheem sirloin steak with my new potatoes and Diane Abbott sauce. One thing I can't promise you is I won't be walking around with odd shoes on later on. I think you know exactly what I'm talking about. Oh, pardonsky beat. Cheers, guys. Oh, that's not a bad drop, that. So, yeah. Oh, I think I'll have me pepperami as well. And that's the last thing I'll eat. And then we'll have that in an hour or so when I get hungry again. So, yeah, what a fantastic place to camp, guys. Just what a fantastic experience. Been in a little cave. Gonna lie down there in the tiniest tent in the world. In me lovely, nice, warm sleeping bag. I'm looking forward to getting in that, you know, because I haven't had it out for months. I've just been bringing me old, cheap and nasty 2-season OEX one out for ages. And I know when you go in that and you zip it right up, oh, it's heaven. You don't want to get out of it in the morning. It's that nice and warm. So, oh, yeah, oop, you bastard. I nearly bumped my head. Yeah. Honestly, guys, if you haven't done any camping, if you cat slater, I used to be a slag, but now I'm a right fucking slag. Cat slater, she's a legend. Cat slater, you know what I'm talking. Oh, cat slater. I used to be a slag, but now I'm a right fucking slag. Cheers, guys. Right. Cat slater. Right. Oh. Yes, my fan sexualities. Cheers, Mandingos. I've just been chillaxarooning for half an hour. Me camera, me phone. I still record on my phone, guys. I keep saying me camera. It's just me phone. It's just me Samsung phone and a cheap selfie stick from Amazon with a little light that screws in the top. I mean, I say it's cheap. The selfie stick was about £35. But I mean, that is cheap because you can pay like hundreds of pounds, can't you? For like a flash selfie stick with a gimbal on. So, yeah. Just give you a quick little look around Camp Mandingo once again. There you go, guys. Just showing you exactly what I can see as I'm sitting here enjoying a few Shannon beverages. Just making it feel like you're here with the Mandingo. Tiny tent. Smallest wild camp tent ever. Yes, guys. I mean, it's only me head that's going to fit in there. But like Mrs. Blood said in the first place, before she even realised I was going to take it serious, maybe you can just put your head in, it'll keep the bugs off you. The old bug like yours. Hopefully Mrs. Blot is right. Yeah, so what we're going to talk about, I've just pressed record here. You can tell it's just so unplanned mandingos, as they say, in the deepest forest of the Congo. Come on then, let's talk about what we're going to do on the Blot Outdoors Show over the next few weeks. So obviously here we are, right here, right now. Right here, right now. So at the weekend, this weekend coming up, I'm out with the two Chris's. Young Chris, the king of swing. And Cowboy Chris, the legend, Bonnie Lad Adventures. I'm doing a camp. I'm called Chris as well, so it's a three Chris's ride again, as they say in the doodling. That should be fantastic. That is a proper trip down memory lane, isn't it? When I'm camping with them two, because that takes you well Roger Black to the early days of the Blood Outdoor Show. So I don't know where we're going. I don't know what we're going to do. I haven't got a clue if we're going to go to the lakes, if we're going to do something local, Scotland, Yorkshire. I don't know. I'm just... once it gets to like Thursday or Friday, I'll get in touch with the two Mandingos and we'll sort something out. But one thing I can guarantee is, oh yes, guys, we will be getting absolutely Mr. Bojangled. Oh, Mr. Bojangled. We'll be getting smash burger, guys. Oh, we smell. We'll be getting. We'll be getting absolutely, that's absolutely lovely. Oh, lovely. I'll see it while I see it. We'll be getting more. We'll be getting a little more from EastEnders. We'll be getting Bojangled, guys. Yeah. So make sure you tune at the weekend for that one. Now, what I promise is, I know you legends, the main videos you like is the stealth camping videos. So, because the Sunday night video will be a camp with the two Chris's, I'll make sure, I promise you, I'll tell you the truth. Next Wednesday, I'll make sure there's a stealth camping video on YouTube. So I will not leave you short with the stealth camps. Now, little mix due back out. So hopefully, yeah, this weekend with the two Chris's, hopefully the weekend after, little mix back out. I know he's up for it. Yeah, he said last time I contacted him, I'll come back out in the next couple of weeks. So I'm 90% sure that little Mick will be out the week after the camp with the two Chris's. So yeah, and here's another thing, guys. I'll tell you what I'll do. Here's an idea. I'll tell you what I'll do, pop pickers. Let me swap hand jobs. Amazing. This is just the idea off the top of my head. I don't know whether it's going to come true. I don't know if I'm going to do it. I probably will, because once I get an idea in my head. But here we go. Let's just check that. Yes, there's plenty of whiskey in there. So I've got a few shot dingoes. I can drink that as I'm talking shite. But I'm not talking shite. We're talking some absolute good stuff. As they say in the back streets of Bronski Beat, if you know what I'm talking about. Cheers, guys. Right, so I get people asking us all the time, and this is the truth. This is like, for all the jokes aside, people saying, Mandingo, we'll love you 3 videos a week. Can you not do a 4th video? Can you not do like an extra stealth camp? Or can you not do an extra wild camp? Or even an extra mooch about video? Honestly, guys, I just can't do it. When I left the factory to do this full time, obviously, I'm not going to lie, so here you go. We'll get this bit out of the way with, so you know I'm not full of shit. The YouTube channel was paying more money than my factory job. So there you go. There's no point beating around the old Kate Bush. I had like, I was working full time in the factory, and I had my own little cleaning business, cowboy cleaning business, like, you know what I'm saying, a bit extra cash in hand, do you know what I mean? Ovens, carpets, blah de blah, skiddy maddies of people's toilets. So the YouTube channel was paying more than the factory and the cleaning job put together by quite a bit. So it was a no-brainer. I just went for it. Hiya, a surprise. Surprise. Hiya. I just went for it. I took the bull by the testicles. I mean the horns. And I just went for it. So that's that out the way. Oh, that's that out the way. Before anyone says, oh, you must have just been doing it for the money. No. Obviously, I've got to be making more money on this to leave the factory. I've got to provide for my family. I've got 2 stepdaughters. Obviously, they're 2 boyfriends. I've got 3 grandkids. My wife, my son. I don't have a penny for myself, you know. I don't spend a penny on myself. I do this for me family. My wife's got my bank card on her phone, and it's just, go on, Mrs. Blott. You do. I'm an ugly bastard. I am. I'll admit it. I've got a face a dog wouldn't lick. The tide wouldn't take me out. I'm just an average Joe that's getting lucky with my YouTube channel, and I've got a beautiful wife. I've got two amazing stepdaughters that have always treated me like I'm the dad, because I've been in their lives since they were 8 and 9 year old. I've got 3 amazing grandkids that call me Granda. So, like, I'm the luckiest man in the world, and my son is just like, he's my world. Preston, I love you, son. He is my world. And Mrs. Blott, obviously. And I've got the best mum and dad in the world as well. Of course I have. I wouldn't be what I am without my mum and dad. Getting a bit deep now, aren't I? Why, I'm deep. Damn you, Blood. You deep bastard. You deep racist, fucking misogynist, homophobe. What's all the other names these Marxist bastards call you? Misogynist, racist, fascist. It's like, there's about a million things they call us, isn't there? Yeah, right. Let's just forget about that. What was it even say? Oh, I've done it again. Ah, damn you, Blood. You've done it again. Your mind's gone blankety blank. Ah, the old blankety blank check, pen and book. Ah, I fucking said it again. Oh no. Blankety blank check, pen and book. It's fucking checkbook in pen, Blood. You fucking... you fucking racist bastard, Blood. You've got your racist hat on, you far right fag. I can't cope, guys. I can't take it anymore. Hey, God's sake. Do you know what I think I need to do? I think I need to go back and edit this bit of video. And see what I was talking about. I'm going to do that because my mind's just gone totally blankety blank. Check pen and poker. I'll bring you back in the Siliconda when I find out where I was up to. Right on. Brr, Billy, Brr, Brian Berdondi, Billy Burr, Burr, Northern Spunk, Brr, Brr. Brr. Jesus, give it a break, will you? Oh, yes, Mandingos. Yes! You know it makes sense. Cheers, guys. Well, wow. Wow. Well. Oh, tell me more. Did. I hate that, Grace. Come on, when you used to go night clubbing, and you always had that like part of the night when that came on. The Grease section, tell me more, or the Blues Brothers section. It was like, for fuck's sake. However, let's go and get another pint. When I think about it now, that's why they must have did it. Let's play some absolutely fucking shit music. So the absolute legends like Blott and all his mates. Oh, I'm only joking, guys. I'm not a legend. So the normal guys, not the little wet fucking wipes who were dancing around to fucking Grace and fucking whatever. Anyway, that's my little rant over, guys. So we are on the old Mexico's finest Sierra Nevada IPA. Me red wine dingoes there.
Steak rooney to cook soon. New potatoes. Diane Abbott. I'll guarantee you if I drink that. Oh, sorry, drink. Oh, drink it. Oh, drink it. I'm not going to drink it. If I put that on my food in Z Morgan, I will wake up with odd shoes on. That is a guaranteed steak meal. You better believe it. Anyway. God. I'm good at talking shite, aren't I? What was I talking about? I was on about like a plan, wasn't I? The old plan dingo, my fan. Oh, sexualities. Oh. Cheers, guys. Yes, I know exactly what I was saying. It's just come Roger Black now. If I do an extra video a week, and I'm not saying I'm going to do it, because loads of people are saying, come on, man, Dingo, you've got to do extra wild camp, or extra stealth camp, or extra mooch around video. You've got no idea how much hard work goes into that. I would never do an extra video where I'm away from home one night a week. Do you blame us? Have you seen my wife? Look at an ugly bastard like me. And I've got a beautiful wife like Mrs. Blott. And my son Preston, who I love more than anything in the world. No, I won't be doing any extra camping videos. Whether it's stealth camping or wild camping. The mooch around videos take hours and hours. I'm out for like more than half a day. Mooching, you go drive to where you're going, obviously drive back, talking to local legends, walking around, getting foodage, getting some food, eating it, and that you don't realise, like behind the scenes, setting the camera up and all that. It's a long day, but it's an enjoyable day. I'm not complaining. I'm so fortunate. I've got the best job in the world, so I'm not complaining. But just to fit that extra video in, are people asking for? I don't know. I don't know if I can do it. People mention, oh, you get paid good money. If you do like an extra video, you'll get paid more money. Well, that's true. There's no point denying the truth. But it's not about the money, guys. Well, of course I've got to make more money than what I was working for in the factory, what I was earning in the factory. Or I wouldn't have left. I mean, that's just like common sense. It's basics, isn't it? I mean, I was working in the factory. I had my own cleaning job. And the YouTube channel was making more than both put together. So it's obvious I was going to take the leap of faith to do what I'm doing now. Spamtastic. Happy Dingleburgers, as I say. At the burger vans of Belfast. You know it makes sense, guys. So to make extra video a week, yeah, it might bring a few extra pennies in, but that means nothing, because do you know what my main money is? Do you know what the most valuable thing to me is time. I think you know exactly what I'm talking about now, guys. Yes, I think you do. Time is worth more than like £1 million a week. You might think, You might think, Mandingo, fuck off. Smell your ma. Smell your next door neighbour's ma. Smell the ma up 2 doors up the road. If his dad or his auntie doesn't mind. Imagine the fat lass down the road. Fucking hell. Get out of bath, you fat sweaty bastard. I'm only joking, guys. No, but like, I've got the best job in the world, guys. You know where I'm coming from. So, yeah. The thing with making an extra video a week. Could I do it? I could, and I couldn't at exactly the same time, if you know what I'm talking about. Good mooning, my fansexualities. Oops, I did it again. Why, I'm some Britney Spears. I didn't cook me food, did I? So take no notice of me from now on, guys. If I say, I promise you, I'm going to cook me food before I go to sleep. But what I will promise you is, we're going to have a nice steak breakfast. Yes. I promise you. I definitely promise you this time. We're going to have a nice steak breakfast. I mean, I would have only pulled in somewhere. I would have only pulled the knickers aside. Amazing. Yeah, I would have stopped for some breakfast somewhere on the way home. So I might as well cook me steak. No, here, there's not enough room in this tiny tent. I didn't even do the Wasky review, did I? It's only a tiny one. So, yeah. Steak breakfast in a tiny little miniature Wasky review in Z Morgan. And there's snout wrong with that, if you know what I'm talking to snout. So, come on then, let's get up. Because I'm bursting for a piss, pardon my French Canadian. First I'm going to have a nice bottle of water. And then we'll cook the steak. Mice. Just on my second bottle of water now, guys. Yeah. To be honest, I'm feeling really fresh. That's probably because I fell asleep. I've had a really good night's sleep. I've slept like a baby's arm. I know people will be screaming at the telly or at the phones. Why do you keep falling asleep, man, Dingo? Guys, I'll tell you exactly why. And I'll tell you the truth. Because I'm just sitting here absolutely chilled out. It's not like I'm starving. I've always got loads of snacks. So I'm snacking as I'm sitting, you know, having a beer and a Wasky. And it's just so relaxing. If you watch me videos, if I'm ever camping with anyone, whether it's little Mick or the two Chris's, Andy Wardle, Lundy, I always cook me food. In fact, it's the others that fall asleep and don't cook their food. Because I'm sitting, I'm having a crack on with the lads, so I'm awake. But when I'm by myself, and you just sat here, like this, it's just so soothing, so relaxing, and just drift off. And I don't want to force the video. I don't want to just force things. Oh, I've got to do this at a certain time. I've got to do that at a certain time. I'm just recording my journey as I go along. So whatever happens, happens. If I fall asleep and I don't cook at all, that's the way it goes. If I'm going to do what I'm going to do now, I'm going to cook my steak in the morning, which I'm going to do very soon. First, what I'm going to do is, I'll tell you what I'll do. First, we are going to do the world famous Wasky review on the smallest bottle of Wasky ever, the Dalmore. So we will do that next. I've just been going back as well, watching the last thing I recorded last night before I crashed out. I just crashed out, you know, sitting here like this. And then once I woke up, I was like, oh, come on, let's get in bed. I know, it was only a joke. I wasn't really camping in that tiny tent, because there will be someone, you know, I guarantee you there'll be someone that will say, that was just clickbait. You didn't even sleep in that tent. Come on. I think it's obvious I wasn't sleeping in that tent. It's all just for a bit of a laugh, because that is exactly what my channel's about. I know I probably rub some people up the wrong way now and again, and that's never my intention. Well, maybe a little bit. But what was I rambling on about last night before I fell asleep? I was on about, could I make an extra video? And then as usual, I go off down little rabbit holes and I don't get to the final point of what I was talking about. So, yeah, I was saying I valued time. That's what I was saying, wasn't I? I valued time more than £1 million a week. Time's like so precious with your family and just, you know, just being lucky and not going to the factory and having all that time spare. So I don't want to be away for an extra night a week. I don't want to be doing an extra mooch around video and spending like a full day away from my family. But what I was thinking is I could do a video, say it goes on a Monday night, and I can call it like Monday night mooch or Monday night family mooch, and I can go out for a walk with Mrs. Blott, my son, the dogs. We can just drive somewhere out in the countryside, or, you know, somewhere like an hour, 2 hours away, go for a family walk with the dogs and just have like a nice day together. So that way I'm making a video and I'm spending time with my family at exactly the same time. Now, I'm not saying this is something definite that I'm going to do. I'm just putting it out there. I'm just coming out the closet with it. Hiya, you alright? Just let me know what you think in the comment section. Do you think it's a good idea? It might be something I don't do every week. Maybe it's just every other week. Or just whenever. I can put it on random times on a Monday night. Knowing me, once I start doing something and I get my teeth into it, I'll probably do it nearly every Monday. So, yeah, that way it's like, it's an extra video if I do it, but I'm not away from my family. I'll be with my family. So, let me know what you think, guys. Right, I'm going to go and get a nice little spot over there with the countryside behind us, and we'll do the world famous Wasky review. Dice.
Oh, yes, Mandingos. You know what time it is? It's Wasky time. And this is what we've got this week. The Dalmore, kindly bought for me from Lloyd and Amy, 2 Blot. Here is the world's smallest bottle of Wasky. But remember, it's not the size, it's what you do with it that counts. Enjoy, Mandingo. Thank you very much to Lloyd and Amy for this tiny bottle of the Dalmore. I don't know how you get the top off. I'm guessing it's just like this. There we go. It doesn't want to come out. Come on. What's going on? Why is it not coming out? Oh, matron. Oh, there we go. Am I doing this wrong? I've never had one of these little bottles before like this. Coming out very slow, guys. It's going to be the worst Wasky review ever. Tongue twister. Come on. It's only coming out in little drips. Hey. There we go. Well, that was hard work. It's always the little ones. That's the worst, isn't it? You know, when it comes to like dogs, it's always the little dogs that are the most aggressive. Or even blokes, even men. It's always the little ones with the old small men syndrome. Small man syndrome or whatever it's called. Yeah, so, aye, that was a nightmare, that. The Dalmore. Let's get the old beakeroonie in. As you can see, guys, it is only the tiniest little Wasky review. Well, I can still smell it, though. Like a bit of a nutty smell going on. Maybe some, like, coffee, like espresso coffee in there. And a bit of a fruity thing. Maybe oranges. Yeah, that's enough of the sniffing. Let's get on with the tasting. And as you can see, the tiniest little dreg, but that's enough for one little taste. That's all I'm going to get. One little taster-rooney. Oh, I said like oranges there, didn't I? In the smell. So it's like a marmalade. Like a marmalade orange flavour. Quite nice. The tiniest little tingle on the old tongue dingo. I'm not getting a big enough taste of it for it to have any like burning sensation. Sensation. Mad for it. But a tiny little tingle. Definite fruity marmalade. Slight little bit of nuttiness about it. And that's all I can tell you guys. That's all I can tell you. That's all I'm getting from that. But there was enough. There was just enough to have a little sniff dingo and a little taster-rooney. So thank you very much to Lloyd and Amy for the tiniest bottle of whiskey ever. I've done my best, even though I don't wear a vest, to do the review. So, I can't even give it a big score, you know, even though it was like quite nice. I haven't been able to do a proper review in it. So, I think I'll invest in a bottle of Dalmore, a bigger bottle at some point, so I can review it properly. But what I got was nice. So I'll give it a solid, steady 8.2. There you go, guys. It's 8.2 from this Mandingo. You know what I'm talking about. This is serious wild camping. Rights. Matron. It's the glove of self-love. Ah, matron. Right, folks, that's my steak breakfast, nearly done. I've just cut the fat off the steak. I'm not too keen on the fat, guys. Potatoes are just starting to warm up, so as soon as them start bubbling away, I'll put them on the plate and we'll do some serious Borussia Mönchengladbach. I'll bring you back when I'm getting stuck right in. You know, makes sense. Yes, Mandingos, breakfast time. Raheem sirloin steak and new potatoes. I haven't bothered using the Diane Abbott sauce. I just didn't fancy it. Plus, I didn't want to get me pan and me plate, you know, full of sauce. I can just put this plate straight in my bag when I'm finished. Let's try a new potato first. Oh, how good is that? That's really soft and tender. And I've already cut all the fat off. Oh, look at that. That's a breakfast for kings, guys. It's a breakfast for King Kong's finger. So I didn't do the cooking last night, but I've done it in the morning. Better late than never.
That steak is absolutely beautiful. Oh, it's gorgeous. Oh, yes. I've got too much food in my mouth. Lovely. Oh, just gets better with every taste. Can't afford a steak in a restaurant, can you? Because it costs absolute fortune, so it's nice to cook them when you come out camping. Well folks, I'm going to finish the rest of this off in peace pudding. I'll bring you back when I've got the old macaroni, when I've got the old Baghdad and my macaroni I should say. And it's time to hit the street.
So there we have it folks, that's me all packed away. Bin diesel with all my shite. That's where I spent the night, down there. Baghdad is now on my macaroni. I've got the cat's tent stuff there at the side, you can see. I've got to take that back because the cat will kick right off if I don't take his tent back. You better believe he will. Come on then folks, let's grab the bin diesel and let's make like a tree and split. Right. Right guys, I'll just quickly show you something now before we head back to the Blockmobile. Can you remember when I done the video when I slept under there? Yeah, I meant to come up and show you last night and I forgot all about it. Mick had his tent there and I slept under there. Come on, off we pop. Hey mate. Hey mate. Never mind wagging your tail. If I ask you really nicely, is there any chance you'll sell us your udder? Oh why, suit yourself, ignorant cow. So that's it Mandingos. That's the end of this week's Wednesday night wild camping adventure. Yes, I know I fell asleep again before cooking the food. Sorry, not sorry, as they say in the Doodoint. I still cooked it this morning, so it's happy dingleberries. Yeah, it was great. Great experience, spend the night in a nice little cave. Can't whack it guys, you can't whack it. Get out and do a bit wild camping, you know it makes sense. Famous words of the fell wanderer. If you've enjoyed this video guys, give me a thumbs up, leave a comment, tell people about the Blot Outdoor Show, and if you haven't already subscribed, hit that subscribe button. You know what I'm talking about, and you know it makes absolute, complete, total sense. Dice.
Oh, matron.
You know, it's make total sense, mate. Very nice.